Good morning, class ninth. Today we are going to proceed chapter number 2 of history, that is socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Our today's topic is Russian Empire in 1914. In 1914, Tsar Nicholas II ruled in Russia and its empire. Besides the territory, besides the territory around Moscow, the Russian Empire included present-day Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, parts of Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. The empire stretches to the Pacific, comprising the Central Asian states and present-day Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. The major religion of Russia was Russian Orthodox Christianity, which grew out of Greek Orthodox Church. The empire also included Catholics, Protestant, Muslim, and Buddhist. Which type of economy at that time? Which type of economy at that time? At the beginning of the 20th century, 85% of the Russian population were depend on agriculture. Russia was a major exporter of grains. Russia was a major exporter of grains. Russian cultivators produced for the market and for their own need. Not only for their own need, the Russian peasants produced grains for the export. In Russia, prominent industrial areas were St. Petersburg and Moscow. Craftsmen undertook much of the production, but large factories existed alongside craft workshops. In 1890s, many factories started due to the expansion of the railway networks, and there was an increase in foreign investment in industries. As a result, coal production doubled and iron and steel output increased 4 times. Not 2 times, not 3 times, 4 times increased. Most industries were privately owned. Most of the industries were conducted by the private owners. In other words, we can say that most of the industries belong to the private sector. Government supervised large factories to ensure minimum wages and limited hours of work. In craft units and small workshops, The working hours were sometimes 15 hours. In craft units and small workshops, whatever the working hours of the workers were 15 hours compared with 10 to 12 hours in factories. While in the industries, in the factories, the working hours would be 15 to 12 hours. So whatever the situation of the workers at that time, workers were divided as social group or by skill. Workers group are divided as social group or by their skill. Some connected to villages. Some of the workers connected to villages and some settled permanently in cities. Metal workers were skilled workers. The workers who work of the metal work, they were known as the skilled worker. So they considered themselves as aristocrats. That's why in them there is the feeling of aristocrats. Women made up 31% of the factory labor force by 1914. It means that whatever the workers worked in the factories till 1914, in them 31% of the women, but they were paid less than men. But they did not get the equal salary, equal wages of the men. They would get less than the wages of the men. Workers were sometimes united to participate in strikes. Time to time, workers gathered to enforce the strike in the factories, in the industries, etc. Thank you for today. Tomorrow we will have to discuss about the peasants in the countryside. Thank you. Beta, one more thing. CBSE has revived the portion which we will soon try to send you the revived syllabus. So if this chapter is not in the portion of term 1, it is the portion of term 2. I will continue this chapter only because when I will start it, I would start it at that when I have started it. At that time, we did not get the revived syllabus. That's why if I have started, then I will complete it. Thereafter, whatever the things in your portion, I will try to do my best and give you all the study materials to you. Thank you.